With the Dell XPS 15 2021, we finally have a laptop that is easy to recommend to literally anyone. It's a breath of fresh air in a market inundated with laptops that promise to be the catch-all solution yet failed to truly deliver. Every single element of the Dell XPS 15 2021 coalesces into the form of what a laptop should be in this day and age. From its beautiful display, a comfortable keyboard, and large enough trackpad to its speakers that present listenable audio, more importantly, it comes with powerful enough components inside. No matter how light or how heavy your workload is, this laptop can see you through it. Best yet, it delivers all that without costing you a hefty sum. Starting at $12.99, about £10.30 and $18.90 Australian dollars, with a competent 10th generation Intel Core i5 Comet Lake processor, 8GB of RAM, and a 256GB SSD, it offers a much more affordable alternative to the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which starts at $23.99, albeit with a more powerful Core i7 processor and 16GB RAM. It is certainly a compelling reason for Mac users to switch over, especially those who are not married to Mac OS. If you're one of the many people looking for your ideal 15 or 16-inch laptop, then you'd be hard-pressed to find any reason why you shouldn't go with the Dell XPS 15 2021. Whether you're a creator, office worker, casual user, or a gamer, this is without a doubt the best laptop for you. Before we start, go ahead and subscribe. Also, press the bell button to get the latest updates. Without any further delay, let us start. The Dell XPS 15 2021 is available now, starting at $12.99 in the US. For that price tag, you're getting a 10th generation Intel Core i5 processor, 8GB of RAM, and a 256GB SSD, all behind a 1080p non-touch display. The starting configurations changes depending on where you live though. For instance, in the UK, you can find the Dell XPS 15 starting at £15.99, where the core difference is a doubling of SSD space up to 512GB. But in Australia, the XPS 15 starts at $36.98 Australian dollars, getting you a Core i7 10750H, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. And an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti discrete GPU, something missing from the entry-level models in both the US and UK. Of course, the story doesn't end with the entry-level models. You can pack the XPS 15 with a ton of hardware, though the model we reviewed to the right is not quite available. On Dell's website, a Dell XPS 15 with the Core i7 10875H is nowhere to be seen, instead capping with the 10750H. The difference between these two processors is minute at best, but it is still something to be aware of. In terms of year-on-year laptop improvements, we've literally never seen a glow-up like the Dell XPS 15 2021. It is thinner, lighter, has smaller bezels, and brings the speakers to the top of the device. With all of these improvements, the XPS 15 has catapulted ahead of the 13-inch model to be the Windows laptop to get. Now we get it, not everyone wants to carry around a bulky 15-inch laptop no matter what kind of performance improvements come with the beefier hardware. However, this new XPS 15 is just 0.71 inches, 8mm thick, and weighs just 4.5 pounds, 2.05 kg. Definitely not the lightest laptop in the world, but with this kind of hardware and a battery that lasts as long as it does, it is definitely more portable than it ever needs to be. As far as ports, things did get cut back quite a bit, with it being narrowed down to 3 Thunderbolt 3 ports, an SD card reader, and a headphone jack. That does mean that folks that want to use a bunch of legacy peripherals will have to live that dongle life. But that is kind of the world we have been living in over the last few years anyways. The fact that Dell was gracious enough to include an SD card reader in a thinness laptop in 2021 is more than enough to earn our praise. Given that we are constantly on the hunt for our USB-C SD card adapter anyways. With how gorgeous the laptop is, anyway, we will easily look past this lack of legacy ports. Seriously, made entirely of CNC aluminum with clean edges and that typical Dell logo on the outside, this is a stylish laptop. Moreover, the carbon fiber is back on the keyboard deck, and it's just as comfortable as ever, even if it may get a little grungy over time. Next to the keyboard on either side, you'll find two upward-facing speaker grills. Beneath these is a quad speaker arrangement that is by far one of the best we've ever heard in a laptop, going right up against the latest 16-inch MacBook Pro. One of our biggest problems with the Dell XPS 15 2019 was that the speakers were too weak to fill even a small room with decent sound, whereas the new model is good enough to listen to music for an extended period of time. Listening to Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer all the way through, the bass is punchy throughout, without harming the details in the rest of the arrangement. This just proves that decent speakers in laptops are possible, and bottom-firing speakers that sound like trash are inexcusable in premium laptops in 2021. But it's not just the speakers that provide an excellent media experience. The display is simply out of this world. With a 3840 x 2400 display that hits 100% of the Adobe RGB color gamut and 500 nits of brightness, this is one hell of a laptop to watch your favorite shows and movies on, especially paired with those amazing speakers. To make it even better, the display bezels are incredibly small, so particularly all you see is screen. It adds even more beauty to an already beautiful laptop. This display is one of the biggest reasons to go for the XPS 15, whether you're a creative professional that needs a bright, color-accurate display for work, or you just like high-resolution shows and movies whenever you get a break. Really, in terms of design, there's nothing to complain about. Dell's engineers have absolutely nailed it this time around. And it's pretty easy to see that the Dell XPS 15 is going to be the gold standard for prosumer laptops for the foreseeable future. Though we would love to see someone top it. Packed with an Intel Core i7-10875H and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, the Dell XPS 15 definitely falls into what we would call the prosumer market. It's not so powerful that professional video editors or 3D artists are going to jump for it, but it's definitely powerful for anyone that does that stuff for a hobby, or just doesn't want to get slowed down by any computing task that they may run into. The Dell XPS 15 we reviewed here comes strapped with an 86 watt-hour battery, which is beefy for a laptop that's this thin. For the most part, battery life absolutely reflects this, with the device getting 9 hours and 44 minutes of battery life in the PC Mark 10 battery life test. This test basically runs the laptop through a variety of workloads that you might encounter every day, and repeats those tasks until the battery is depleted. For office work, this laptop will easily last all day, and a bit when you get home and are scrambling to find the charger. The Dell XPS 15 is probably the most profound year-over-year glow-up we've ever seen in a laptop. At this point, it is probably the most stylish Windows laptop on the market, and definitely even gives the MacBook Pro a run for its money. That is all for today, folks. Tell us in the comment section about your point of view. See you soon with another amazing video.